I greet you with the spring arrival, with this beautiful flower, to remind you, my dear community, that tomorrow is a very special portal. If you hear something in the background, it's my cat who is scratching the things. Basically, tomorrow is a very powerful cosmic portal called Spring Equinox. And I said, well, maybe somebody in my community would benefit from knowing or remembering or being reminded of how to prepare for this very important portal. So this is what this live stream is going to be about. If you're going to watch it on Facebook, if you're going to catch it on a YouTube channel, my name is Katerina Satori. I love all things ritual, all things celebration of Mother Nature, of the beauty of this planet, of this earth. And 4 times a year, we have these beautiful cosmic doorways, right? So the spring equinox, March 20th, is this year. It's the welcoming of the spring, where the nature awakens, where as within, so without, there's something awakens within us, and we begin to feel more alive, more connected to a new rhythm, to a new pulse, right? And this is the return of the light, the return of aliveness, the beauty of creativity. Then we have summer solstice, right? We have fall equinox and winter solstice. Spring equinox is one of my favorite cosmic gateways because you can energize your intentions. You can plant some powerful seeds of manifestations. And for this reason, I wanted to share with you how I personally will be celebrating this gateway. Well, first of all, I will be spending quality time by a very special place in my house called Devotional Altar. And I go there, and it's a place of attunement, place of energetic recalibration, place of connection to my heart and to the cosmos and to the universe. So tomorrow I will prepare my altar, and that means I'm going to take everything that I have on my altar right now and to give it a refresh. I will change the altar tablecloth. I will lift up all my sacred objects and give it a really good spring cleaning. So if you have altar practice, if you have devotional altar practice, this is a really good time to reset the energy of your altar and to give it a good cleaning. The second thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to bring to my altar fresh flowers. Since it's a spring equinox, I want to bring fresh flowers, and I have a few rose petals. This is my ritual bowl, right? So I'm going to bring these, and maybe these as well will come, and they will be offered. Each petal becomes a prayer or an intention or both. So the flowers will be at my altar, and then I will enter meditation. And the way that I will greet spring equinox, I will enter the stream of golden light. That's what's coming through for me. You know, it can be different variations for what wants to come through. But for me, spring equinox is all about basking in the golden healing light of universal healing energy and energizing yourself with the light. If you are an early riser, tomorrow is a great time to greet the sunrise. If you can get up early and to meet the first rays of the sunrise on the spring equinox, it's a very sacred portal. It's a very sacred time. So that's what I would do. I would greet the sun and I would start the day in a very contemplative way. I would begin to attune to my most deep intentions, right? Like deep intentions for a whole year. According to the nature calendar, spring equinox is when the year really begins, right? So we were in the winter. Even though where I live in California, we have a very mild winter. So it's kind of challenging to even notice that we had a winter. But if you live in other places where seasons are pronounced, then there is a lot of joy and excitement because nature waking up and everything begins to bloom and the flowers and the snow is melting, right? So it's the same thing that we can observe within ourselves, right? We begin to feel a different rhythm, a different pulse. So I approach spring equinox as the beginning of a new cycle, as the new year. New Year is one of my favorite celebrations, right? I celebrate a regular New Year, I celebrate Chinese New Year, and then there is one more opportunity to celebrate New Year. I'll take it. So if you can't get up in the morning and to greet the sunrise, great. If not, it's okay. You have another opportunity to catch the sunset energy. Any way that you can make contact with the sun during the spring equinox is a very powerful way to supercharge your soul with this fresh beginning energy. And if you just joined, I was sharing that if you have an altar, if you work with spiritual altar practice, is a great time to prepare. You can start tonight. Lift up all the objects on your altar, change the tablecloth, refreshen the energy. If you have your altar, it's a special meditation place in your room, or if it's anywhere in your bedroom, clear the energy. Bring Palo Santo, sage, right? Open the windows. You want to bring a lot of freshness to your home, to your apartment place. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. So, and then once you do all these steps and you take the time for quiet meditative journey, there is many guided meditative journeys on spring equinox that will be available on YouTube. Just pick one that appeals to you. But it's very important to go into your inner world and to sit in the golden stream of energy and asking the Great Spirit, Divine Mother, to strengthen your most important intentions, to give life and fertility and the blessing of new growth to your most important dreams. And trust that Divine Mother knows which out of your dreams are most important and most fruitful, right? Because a lot of times, this is what I'm realizing, we often don't really know what's good for us. We have our dreams, we have our desires, but until we arrive to the point in our spiritual journey where we see the beauty of surrender, and surrendered means that you trust the divine to guide you forward, right? So you begin to let go of the control, what needs to happen at this year, what needs to happen this next month. And you begin to walk your path differently. You begin to pray differently. You begin to commune with the cosmos differently. And you say, I trust, universe, that you know what is best for me. Show me what is best for me. And instead of asking for particular things, you begin to ask for your eyes to open to see the beauty what's already around you. Instead of asking for that perfect soulmate, you begin to ask to become the right aligned soulmate, right? You begin to, instead of asking for more money, you begin to ask for an abundance of your spirit. So you begin to trust yourself that you are a magnet to the most abundant opportunities that come to you in expected and unexpected ways. So when we go through this process of maturity spiritually, what we intend, what we ask for changes. Have you noticed that about yourself? I'm seeing this more and more and more. And then the universe gives you all that is truly meant for you, and so much more because you are open and receptive. You're available to be wildly surprised. I love practicing magic. And if some of you have seen, I am teaching a whole new experience. It's a ritual retreat that is going to be called Red Magic. I'm a practicing magician of ancient arts. And one of the ways that I practice magic is I use ethical spells over my own reality, not over anybody else's reality. I'm not interested in that, but over my own reality. And one of them is using the power of words spoken with specific intonation at specific parts of the day, right? And one of them is, I'll share it with you today. One of my favorite ethical spells is to declare and to affirm with the joy in my heart that I am so grateful to be wildly surprised by the benevolence of the universe, who is the mother for me and for all living beings, and who wants only the best for me. I'm so grateful and open to be wildly surprised by the benevolence of the universe, who is the mother to us all, and who wants only the best for me and for all her living beings. Right? So this is a spell. This is an ethical spell. And when you speak it from devotion, from gratitude in your heart, you begin to bring that into your experience. So tomorrow, imagine a very powerful gateway of spring equinox where all of your intentions can be amplified and energized and supported and uplifted. So don't miss the window. A lot of people will simply live it as an ordinary day, right? Simply just let it pass. But you have been drawn to this live stream for a reason. You have been drawn to this moment for a reason. As your higher self been wanting to play with you, to co-create with you in a new way. So bring some freshness into your living space. If you're able to do some fresh cleaning today, so you wake up tomorrow and to greet the sun, you're available, you're ready, you're in this mood of celebration. Spring equinox is all about celebration. We have made it. The winter is behind us. Do you feel like the winter of your soul is behind you? And there is a new excitement of possibilities. There is a new adventure that awaits for you. There is a new opportunity for your creativity to be born in a new way. This is what spring equinox is all about. So again, it's the magic is available for those who have eyes to see the magic, who have purity of the heart to engage with the magic, and who will choose to make it a priority tomorrow. So all the intentions that I have personally planted last year on spring equinox have come true in the most magnificent way. And some of them came true within days. Some of them took about several months. So we can't judge our practice by how fast or how long it takes. Divine timing works in the most beautiful, sweet way. But what I can tell you, every time I would create a ritual on this kind of a portal, whether it's 1111 portal, I was in Tulum in 2020 for 1111 portal with one of my priestess sisters, Christina. And her and I combined our intentions. We brought our ritual objects. We went to one of the sacred sites right by the Mayan pyramids, and we opened the space together and we spoke our intentions out loud. We casted ethical spells. We witnessed each other dreams by speaking them into into the space, right? We brought offerings, we brought flowers, we brought different sacred objects with us. So we ritualized it. And what I can tell you, every single intention and a prayer that we both held in 2020, including the sacred partnership, including our dream homes, including the expansion of our service, all of that came true. But we could have just let it pass by. Who cares? 11, 11, 12, 12. I don't care, right? So it's all about becoming childlike, becoming so curious about how to work with these beautiful, invisible powers of the universe together to co create your new life on this spring. Every day is a new life, right? So if you just joined, take a look at this live stream when the replay will be available. I gave step by step exactly what I will do, what I recommend doing for spring equinox, and it will be a beautiful day. I wish everyone this energy of renewal, energy of the enthusiasm about your life, about the beauty of your life exactly as it is, about the beauty of your being exactly as you are, and that you are being, that you're constantly becoming something new, right? You're constantly being refreshed, constantly being renewed. You're constantly being invited for a new adventure with life. And that is beautiful that we have the spring that will follow the summer and then the fall. So intentions that we're gonna plant tomorrow will bring the fruits and the harvest in the fall. So choose intuitively, guided by your heart. What do you want to plant tomorrow? Because that's what you're going to harvest on the fall equinox, exactly 6 months from now, right? So, what a powerful opportunity. Have fun, enjoy this ritual practice. I love you too, Crystal. It's gonna be a beautiful practice, and this was Katerina Satori with flowers, flowers and magic. May you be deeply blessed and uplifted tomorrow and every day of this magical season.